Ladies, I'd like to add a video to my post about how to make things at home a little more lighthearted and a little easier, not so grueling. And sometimes ladies tend to turn the home into a workplace thinking they have to put in so many hours and be accountable for every minute that they have at home. They forget to enjoy it. And I'd like to share a few things with you that other people have told me over the years that have just given me enormous help and inspiration. And one of them that I mentioned on my post is the idea of playing house. This is one of the reasons we try to give our children a happy, carefree childhood, because as an adult you can go back on the memories of playing house and get the feeling of relaxation and the feeling of enjoyment back into what you're doing. For example, the children love to wash their little dishes and dry them and put them away, and then they start all over again because they enjoyed it so much. Or they take their time. They take their time doing things because they're not in any hurry and they don't feel like they have to treat it like a job. They're enjoying it. So enjoying your housework. When you start to become snappish, you give hasty, sharp replies, and you know you're going to have to stand back and find out, well, what am I doing? And even with homeschooling, if you're being very pushy and making it unpleasant for your children, it might be time to stop and look at what you're doing and make sure that you're creating the memories in your home, because believe me, they always remember the negative more than they remember the positive about their mother and her temperament. So to improve your temperament, there are a number of things people have told me about that I've tried, and I'd like to share them with you. And another one besides playing house is to imagine your home as a castle and you are one of the servants that is very professional and has been to a training place where she has learned how to treat everything in the house and to make the house look good for the people that live there. And this is also very inspiring and helpful because you see things with new eyes. You have a new attitude when you see yourself as someone who is serving and in a professional way. And company, if you will imagine or prepare for company, maybe later on invite someone, but to create an atmosphere for company. Walk in your front door, have a look at what a company would see when they first came in. What do they smell? What do they hear? What do they feel when they walk into your home? If you'll do that, you're going to find a whole different perspective in your home. Whether you live in a tent or a trailer or an apartment, it doesn't matter. You can make it the atmosphere something memorable for your family. Remember, you're creating memories and for everyone. And the other thing is clothing. This is one thing I learned in a class I attended years ago about clothing, was that it sets your mood, and you can also choose it according to your mood. And the clothing is according to the color and the print and the style, and it will give you the idea of motivation. For instance, it's a cloudy, gloomy day today, so I'm wearing blue. I think it reminds me of a blue sky, and I feel different. I feel like a blue sky. I feel happy. And aprons. If you don't wear dresses and you're not used to wearing skirts, you can at least find aprons to wear. Aprons are a big deal now, and they're very, very popular. You can find them. It used to be you couldn't hardly find one, but now there's even a book out called Apronology that shows the different styles that you can wear, and you feel like you're dressed up. You feel like you have something feminine on. They're like a dress, especially if they have the pinafore part to protect your clothing from flour and water and the things that you'd be working with in the kitchen. And so dressing up and dressing for the mood and dressing for the home just helps so much. Fix your hair, put a ribbon in your hair. Why would you put a ribbon in your hair? Because it's youthful, it's lighthearted, and it's just a bit of sparkle, a bit of a bright spot. And so I'd like to encourage you to make your home a place you want to be, and a place that others want to be more than they want to be somewhere else. And finally, the last thing that you can do that may help is to go somewhere else and get inspiration. You can go out to any number of places, and depending on what your interests are, and come home with a renewed spirit for your home. So till I see you again, I hope you have a lovely day. See you next time. Bye.